It's been my pleasure yesterday and today to have visited Bulembu in Swaziland and to see the great work and ministry that's being done here to help change lives, to make a difference for hundreds of children and hundreds of adults, and to help train up the future leaders of tomorrow for Swaziland. And what I'm going to share with you are some video clips from different parts of the ministry here in Swaziland. I hope you enjoy them. And we're in Bulembu today, and I'm joined by Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
Hi there, Arthur.
It's been great being here and seeing the ministry that you and your team are involved with. And I was wondering if you could start by telling us a little bit about what's the need in Swaziland? What's the condition health-wise for people, life expectancy? You know, just tell us a little bit about the background of the context you work in here.
Certainly. Swaziland at the moment is responding to the perfect storm. We have the highest HIV and AIDS rate in the world. And despite extensive education, it's getting worse. We have the lowest life expectancy in the world now, and percentage-wise, the highest number of orphans. So this is creating the perfect social storm, and we believe that as Swazis and as Christians, we need to respond to this.
Yeah. And what are some of the ministries that Bulembu is involved in? Just talk a little bit, please, about some of the things you're doing to help children, to help adults, etc.
Well, we're trying to respond to this crisis on a couple of levels. Firstly, we need to give people hope. And in doing so, we are running a number of businesses in Bulembu at the moment. We have a honey business, a dairy, a bottled water business, a lodge, a bakery, and a timber business. So job creation is part of what we do.
And we're here today in Bulembu with Vernon. Hi, Vernon.
Hi.
It's great to be with you. And you just gave us a tour of the Bulembu honey operation. When did this start?
The honey operation started in about 2008, and it was one of the first businesses that we started in Bulembu. With Bulembu, we've looked for businesses that are sustainable, so the honey made sense because we're on a property where we have a lot of eucalyptus trees. So, and the eucalyptus with the trees, with the bees, goes great together. So yes, through in a year, in a season, we produce about 10 to 15 tons of honey, and that can vary quite depending on weather. Like we had in mid 2007, 2008, we had great fires, so that affected obviously the tree pollination, drought. So all of these things are a bit unpredictable. But 10 to 15 tons of honey in a year.
And what do you do with the 10 to 15 tons of honey?
We eat it. Yeah.
You eat it all?
We eat it all. No, we supply it across Swaziland. So in Swaziland there is quite a shortage of honey, but we are also looking for markets beyond Swaziland.
Hi, I'm here now in the Bulembu Dairy with Sibusiso. Hi. It's nice to see you, and just tell us, how many cows do you have in total?
We have 75 cows.
And of the 75 cows, how many do you milk each day?
We milk 41 cows a day.
And you milk them how often?
We milk them in the morning and in the afternoon.
And about how many liters of milk do you typically get?
A day you get 700 liters.
700 liters per day?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of milk. And is that milk used mostly here with the orphans and people in town, or what do you do with the milk?
We give it to our children. We sell some, and yeah, mostly it's for our children.
Mostly for the children. You don't sell too much. It's mostly used right here.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. I'm here with Augustine. Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well. And this is the bakery, and I understand you're responsible for leading this bakery?
Yes, it's true. I'm responsible for leading the bakery.
And we've just come from Zimbabwe, and you're from Zimbabwe, is that right?
I am from Zimbabwe, that beautiful country.
That beautiful country. Well, that's great. Tell us a little bit about what do you make here in the bakery?
Okay, we opened the bakery in October 2009, only doing 150 loaves of bread. Now we are making more than 500 loaves of bread and confectionery. We do cream donuts. I know you Canadians, you like them so much. Scones. What else? Rolls, bread rolls. Mr. Vernon likes the bread rolls so much. Brown bread. My boss is here saying it's the best in the country of Swaziland.
The best bakery in all of Swaziland.
The best brown bread.
Brown bread.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And where do the baked goods go? Are they for the town here, for the children, or where else do they go?
The main purpose of this bakery is to feed the children here. The excess we sell outside, but not much. We have got a store in town, 18 kilometers from here.
But most of it stays right here to feed the children.
Stays right here to feed the children. The bakery and the small businesses which are here are to support the orphanage, and which we do also support. We appreciate that support very much.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Please go and spread the word. We need more support.
All right. Well, we'll spread the word. Thank you very much. And behind Vernon and I is the Bulembu sawmill operation. And Vernon, tell us a little bit about when did this start?
The sawmill was the first business that started in Bulembu. It was in late 2003, 2004. And it's our main income business at the moment.
And tell us a little bit about what are you producing here?
We're producing mainly 3 different products. It's the charcoal, we're producing pelleting planks, and also chips, wood chips.
And what kind of trees are you mostly harvesting in this area?
We harvest mostly eucalyptus trees. And currently at the sawmill we're employing 122 people.
122 people, and you're running 1 shift a day or 2? Or?
We're running 2 shifts a day at the moment, yeah.
So 2 shifts a day, 120 people, and it's your biggest income generator.
That's right, yeah.
Very impressive, thank you. Another one of the entrepreneurial sustainability projects here in Bulembu is the water business. And I'm here again with Vernon and with Lucky. Now Lucky, how do you say your name in Swazi? I'm going to have to work on that. I tried that, but that's just not working for me yet. But tell us a little bit, where does the water come from?
The water is spring water, so we've got in a very mountainous area, but we've drilled an underground well for the water.
So it started with the spring, now you have a borehole that provides it. And you package it in a couple formats. This is one of them. What's the other format?
We have a 20-litre cooler. So we have the cooler bottles that go all across Swaziland to the different businesses, which we supply daily.
And you run this machine about how often?
Once a week.
So about once a week and
on orders.
On orders. As you sell bottles to customers, then you run the machine. So
and one of the things we really want to increase the business with, there's a big market there. We have to push on that so that this can run non-stop. Yeah.
Right. So an exciting business underway. Thank you. Thank you. The other thing that's really struck me is just how much people care about the children. How many children are you helping here today?
At the moment, 307 children benefit directly from the program. They are in a residential program here, but indirectly there are probably another 200 to 300 children that benefit from what is happening in Bulembu.
This year, give me 5. Yeah.
And what kinds of things are you providing for the children?
Our residential program is a complete residential care program, so we provide for the educational needs of the children, the health, emotional and spiritual needs. So we are their parent, we provide education, we are intimately involved with planning their careers and vocational training as well, and then planning their re-entry into Swazi community so that they can become leaders in their communities.
Behind me is one of the baby homes where it all starts. And it's for the youngest babies, and then as they get a little older, become toddlers, they go into one of these homes just below us down here. And you can see there's a couple toddler homes just below us on the hillside here.
This is Nzethelo's house. We got only 6 girls. Tea time is engaged on some milk to drink. Then they will play 8:30. Open the door so they can quickly attend.
And we're here with Mrs. Lovagowski, who is going to tell us a little bit about some of the young children programs.
So that side we've got young children from 2 to 3 years. The 2 years old are the bees, and the 3 years old are the butterflies. So we've got 2 classrooms there for the young ones. So they are okay. They enjoy schooling. That's where they start. So most of them at this time they enjoy to be at school. But at first, some of them, they cry because they were so frightened to come to school and they feel like sleeping. So now they are used to at this time. So
And the building behind us, what's going on in there?
this building. So here we've got the 4 years and the 5 years old. So those ones are preparing to go to the preschool. So here we've got 4 classrooms. These are the ladybirds, and the other class, the beetles. And over that side we've got the dragonflies, and those are preschool classes, the 2 preschool classes, dragonflies and the grasshoppers. So they are preparing to go to school, those 2 classes.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. And I love those names, bees and grasshoppers and butterflies, and that's exciting. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're with Michelle, who's the principal of the primary school here, grade 1 to 6. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you tell us a little bit about your school, please?
Yes, I can. I'd love to. It's a very special place. The children are generally aged from 6 up through anywhere to 16, 17. We have not long ago taken on a new curriculum known as IPC, International Primary Curriculum. It's a very integrated approach to learning, and from full implementation from the beginning of the year, we have seen an incredible change in the children's learning. And you'll see that as we give you a little tour around. The children just love their learning. So we integrated approach, studying in themes. We run numeracy and literacy separately on the side, and then we have specialist subjects like art, music, IT, to help lay good foundations in each of the disciplines.
Well, that's excellent. And how many students in total do you have?
At the moment we have 228 children in our school, so yeah.
Well, that's very exciting. We're looking forward to a tour. Hi, we're with Dennis today. And Dennis, tell us a little bit about your role at Bulembu. What do you do here?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. What I do here is I oversee the educational side of Bulembu, so the education and the training. So look after the schools, so the pre-primary, the primary and the high school campus. We really are focused on drawing out the full potential of each child and on helping them see see a future, see hope for the future, and step into their gifting and their what God's got for them.
How many people are on your team that are helping to lead this?
We employ 500 people in Bulembu. We have a number of core leaders, but majority of the 500 are Swazis that we are training up into key positions in Bulembu. And yes, everybody is primarily focused on the next generation of young Swazis.
Yeah. Well, that's great, and thank you so much for hosting us and showing us around, and the Lord really bless the work that you're doing here.
Well, thank you, and big thank you to Creation Technologies as well for your partnership.
Well,
thank you.
It's a pleasure being partnered with you, and
thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Great.
We found the one that was sent.
That is a cool backpack. Love that backpack. I'm from that company that has that.
He took my sins, he's so good to me. He took my sins, he took my sins, he took my sins, he's so good to me. Now I am free, now I am free, now I am free, he's so good to me.
Very good. I used to sing that same